It'll work itself out.
It'll
It
fix
always
itself
does.
out in post. You know what? That'll be fine.
It
That'll be
will
fine.
or it won't.
Listen, if
That's how
there's
it goes.
one thing that you shouldn't worry about with a podcast, it's audio problems.
Yeah. That's, the least of our concerns.
Exactly. We have bigger fish to fry than audio problems and not being able to hear one of the people in the podcast. That's fine.
You know what? Out of 139 episodes, really only like 12 were probably really bad audio. I don't know. Something like that. Less than 10%. Maybe even less than that. So we're pretty good. Even pros. I've heard actually shows or podcasts that are like they come on and do like the preamble. Like for some reason, like the Zoom cut out. So this is like the microphone from just the computer or from my phone audio notes. We captured it on that, and they still put it out. So and we have maybe
That's true.
half the audience of those major podcasts. So
Right.
we have
Barely
the
scraping
stakes
a
aren't
million.
high. No.
Barely.
Do you know? Speaking of the stakes aren't high, are we even keeping track of our? If anybody makes it to the end of these programs in the first couple of weeks of the NFL season, we've been putting bets, sure things. The first week, we did not do well. The second week, I'm not sure either. Do you know? Do you know?
I didn't. You were the one that recorded them.
Yeah. I should have looked up the results. You know what? Next week I'll tally up the results. But I also haven't looked up bets this week either. So
My God.
the surest thing to know is just go against us. We were watching the Thursday night game. I put in two bets that either, if the Bills would have won, probably it would have went this way. If the Dolphins would have won, it probably would have went this way. And somehow they both missed. It's like you can't teach that. God, I love the NFL. That's why I'm rocking my Boston Bruins today.
My parlay did end up hitting. I did hit that parlay on Thursday of like Josh Allen 2 touchdowns, 25 rushing yards, and James Cook 80 rushing yards. I think that was the parlay.
Man. And you're still here doing it today.
I know.
You haven't retired.
This is
haven't
for
given up your day job.
the love of it. This is for the love of it. Yeah.
Yeah. We don't do it for the money, folks. Never have. Never.
Never will.
Boom. How do you like that?
What? Oh, yes. The abbreviated. Whatever. Screw it. The best is it wasn't even a good part of it. It wasn't even a good clip. It was just like, and then just stop abruptly. So anyway, not even a fade out.
We're syndicated.
Right.
Here we go.
We are looking to gain efficiencies, and that means for you shorter episodes with less content.
It's just the chicka-cha-ba-ba-da of it, Just right into it.
Absolutely.
There's not a 0% chance that I'm going to have to poop during this episode, by the way. I wonder if any of our listeners, type 1 in the comments if you have to poop while you listen to us, or if you ever have pooped while listening to us. Or
actually, type 2 in the comments. Let's be honest.
Type 2. Diabetes. I don't know why. It's like, I already took one poop, but I can feel another one coming on. It's just regular Sunday morning things. I think Maroon 5 wrote a song about this. But it's just like as soon as it's right around 9 o'clock, I'm like, I got to poop again. It's like I can make it an hour probably. It's not imminent. And then I always think, can we have a poop button on our bodies? That would be awesome. Like, do you ever feel like you really want to poop but you can't? I don't mean like constipated. I just mean like you feel like the pressure's building in your colon area, and you're like, I'm gonna go pop a squat. It's gonna come right out. Nothing. No poop. Nothing at all. And who's working on that science? Can we have, when you go to a place on an airplane and you use the toilet on the airplane, there's a button and it basically opens a portal to hell, it seems like, and it just sucks everything down. Can we have the opposite of that, like on our body, where we just press a button and it just opens a panel a big old hole, and it just sucks it all out, pushes it all out. Basically, that's what I
Wow.
want.
That
Yeah.
that sounds terrifying and dangerous. So I don't know
You
why
don't want
you are
you don't
wanting
want that?
that. Um, no, but with every, it's like, personal battles and like challenges at work and stuff. People always are like, you'll be proud once it's over. You'll be, really, really happy that you battled through it and everything like that. That's kind of like a lot of situations with needing to go to the bathroom, right? Because there's nothing worse than the fear of being like, I have to go to the bathroom, but I can't right now. Like being out in, like if you're out in public and you're not near a toilet, or for those of us that go for like walks or runs and you are out and you're like, oh no, I really have to go. I got to figure out what my options are. Like, can I make it back home? Do I need to stop in a public place or anything? Now that's for your standard number two situation. But if you ever like leave the house and you're like you feel the rumble bumble and you're like, oh, this isn't a pleasant one, so you're like,
Yeah.
okay, no, now I've eliminated being able to like I need to be home, like or like you're driving and you're like, I think my foot is getting a little bit more on the accelerator because like I'm in a situation, but there is nothing better than when you get to the bathroom and you are on the toilet and you're just like, I did it. I freaking made it. And you're like, there's no more fear. I can now just sit here.
No
If
more
it
fear.
takes six, if it takes 3 hours, I'm in a safe haven now. Like, it's a really good feeling and like a release of anxiety amongst other things.
Yeah, you just get to finally relax. You know, there's no more gripping, holding. You know,
Right.
no more fighting the fight. It's just the ultimate in freedom. It's riding
It's
that
not.
wave.
It's not even the physical relief. For me, it's the
What?
anxiety. Like the
I
the
can't.
anxiety of like being like, is this gonna be the time that I end up not making it? Like every like like you gotta worry and be like, is this the time? Is this where it's finally gonna happen? Or like, and I don't make it to the
You
destination.
shit the car.
Um, right, right. Like that's a legitimate fear. Like, but it's
Do you have a poop bag in your car? That'd
right
be
just
great
in
to ask
case.
on an airplane. Do you? Oh God, do you have a poop bag? I mean, a puke bag? No,
Yeah,
I don't.
I don't.
I'm not gonna make
No.
it on time. Just to the toilet over there.
Yeah. And then you just looked at the person who just randomly got placed next to you and you're like, if you do you get sick on flights? No, I don't. Okay. So if I need to, if I'm puking and I feel that I need to poop, can I use your puke bag as a poop bag? So like that's just being a good neighbor.
Um, but the button could also work for like your face too. Not like poop from your face, but like
Oh,
you wake up congested. Got to run. Just the allergy season. Every morning now, I wake up. It's just like press a button. Everything just comes out. Anyway, it comes out at any and every hole, all of it, even pores, anything. It's a full release. You wake up in the morning, you press the button. I remember I had a my before the button concept, so you can tell I've worked this one out. My original concept was developed for a release on the way to WrestleMania 38 or whichever one I went to in Texas,
sure.
because we had eaten a bunch of barbecue before day two and we were driving, and I was like, I'm so full. I just want everything out of my body. So
Mm, sure.
my alpha design was like, I brought it up to my friends, was like, can it just be like a string that you just pull, much sort of like a ringworm or tapeworm, but it just pulls out like, then it's just like a series of like anal beads and it pulls it all out. It's like, I would have been okay with that. I don't care what it felt. I just wanted to get it out. So you just pull it all out like that. But in that moment, that's how like desperate I was to not feel so full and bloated, because I don't like that feeling. I think the buttons a more, a few years later, obviously technology has improved, so a button seems like we're closer to where we need to be.
It's
But
we're definitely on the horizon as
yeah,
Matt's science has shown
yeah.
Matt that this is right around the corner, folks.
Hmm. I don't like the feeling of our bodies, man. They were not made to work for if you're lucky. If you're lucky, your body will work for maybe 40 years. And then the second half of your life, it just never works right ever
It's
again.
just
You just deal
guesswork.
with it. Yeah, you
It's
just
just
deal with it.
guesswork. I'll be honest with you. As a society, we've made so many advancements, but I'll be honest. I don't see more toilets around to accommodate. Like, if we're so advanced, why have we not built a better toilet system for society? Like, I feel like more and more businesses say no, no public restrooms. So I think we're losing toilets,
Right.
if we're being honest. And
Dude, the worst.
with
Yeah, walking around New York City and needing to take a shit, you're fucked. That's why it smells like poop, because you just got to poop
Right.
anywhere. Yeah, there's no public
Right.
restrooms anywhere.
right, everyone's like no public restrooms. But what? Not even for customers? No public restrooms. Where is the public restroom then? I don't see gigantic restroom signs in New York City that say like, public restroom or anything. Where are my tax dollars going? I want to see more toilets, public toilets, well
Per
kept.
capita.
I've heard.
Yeah.
Yeah, our toilets per capita needs to go up. But I've heard this, and I think I've seen videos. Again, this is really a dumb start to us, but I think I've seen things where like Japan, I think, has like public toilets that like they have like the frost glass that like there's just pods like
Oh,
downtown. You get in there and you click the frost glass, and so you're shitting in public, but no one can see you. But like that's
What a
actually kind of
rush.
wild, and like
What
yeah,
a
I'm
rush.
like this is so insane that I kind of am digging it. Like, and Japan always figures it out. They are going to be the ones that have your ones that like basically manipulate your bum so that you're comfortable while you poo, and then it says like "Thank you, Matthew" and stuff like that. Like
Manipulate
they're going to
your
be the
bum.
ones that come out with that.
Does it spread your cheeks?
Probably,
That'd
and
be-
it says
yeah.
like, "Oh, arigato, domo," as you relieve yourself. But
It
Yeah,
says
I mean,
thank
we
you
need-
for your feces.
Yes.
Japanese.
yep,
I'm
and
hungry
it tells
for
you
your
that
poop.
you saved. It says like it tells you like that amount of poo helped plant 1.5 trees or something. So you get to feel like an arborist as well when you leave and like really contributing. So Japan will do it. They're the ones that I could see doing it. And when they do that, maybe it's time to make a move. Maybe
Yes.
start learning Japanese.
We need you now more than ever, Japan.
Mm-hmm.
I just took an upper decker.
When I was at, you know what? Last week at the bocce tournament, the Italian Fest, one of the like highest per capita porta potties I've ever seen. Like they must have had
Nice.
like 30 of them. Like, and that was too much really, but it was nice because there was a good chance you could go into a porta potty and it was poo free. No like
Yeah.
heaping turds on the top that, incite fear in a person entering in there. I told the girls on my team, I was like, if you got to go now. There is a lot of turd free, pretty clean porta potties right now. I can't
That's
imagine
true.
like being a woman and needing to use a porta potty is a nightmare. I don't understand it. I fear for them. I don't, because at least dudes now most porta potties have the little side urinal, and you just kind of
Yeah.
pee on the hard plastic.
But
Kinda
you
a little
still
echo of
see
that.
pee on the toilet seats. I don't know what savages are
I
going
know,
in there and
yeah.
refusing to use the urinals. Like I'll tell you, that's a big pet peeve of mine for public bathrooms is people not lifting the seat when they go in to pee. I go, lift the goddamn seat to pee. Like, come on, we can't be savages because if I go in and I need to poo, I don't want to have to wipe your tinkles off of the seat. Why are they on there? Are you going to be like, oh, I'm a health nut and I don't want to touch the public toilet with my hand? Fuck right off, okay, you savage beast. Like, just wash your goddamn hands afterwards. But I don't need my cheeks exposed to your pee-pee.
Hey, Jeff.
Stop it.
You know what? I'm afraid to say this, but as a mature man, in my coming into my middle ages, I've made a change. If I had to poop in public
Yeah.
or at work, I don't lay down any seat covers anymore. I just go bare.
I thought you were just gonna say I don't lay down anymore. I'm like, you were
I
laying
don't lay down to poop. I don't lay
You've
down
been
to poop
doing this
anymore.
wrong. Wait.
I'm just like whatever, man. It's poop. It's already, gross, and it was in my body. So
So wait,
I mean,
you
if there
lay-
was
wait,
if there
you
was
don't
piss
do
on the
what?
toilet, I don't put down seat covers anymore or toilet paper.
Oh, dude, I don't put.
Yeah.
I don't think
Yeah,
seat covers actually ever
yeah.
made me feel like they were too much of a hassle for what their payoff was. So no, I haven't used seat covers in years.
Plus, it just takes longer. You're just in there longer. It's and,
yeah, usually time is of
I'm
the
trying to get in
essence.
and out. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, but then again, if it was like, if somebody's like, well, what about the pee on the seat? I just won't use it then. I won't sit on. I mean, unless it's a real emergency, I guess I would wipe it off. But if it's that riddled with Gatorade, I'll wait. I'm good.
I mean,
I'll hold off.
in theory, you'll wait, but we know that science doesn't give a shit about what you find clean sometimes. Like, yes, there are situations where I've gone like, I certainly don't have to go this bad, but usually I'm not going into a public toilet with the intention of pooping unless I am in a situation where I have no other options. Like, if I stop at a gas station and I feel like I have to take a dump, but I know that like my destination's 10 minutes away, I'm going to wait that 10 minutes. I'm not going to opt to poo if I don't have to. But yeah, it's almost like there's a contest like for like some public restrooms to be as bad as possible. Like restaurants too, like public like takeout restaurants that have public bathrooms. I'm like, is this a pile of shit on purpose? Like, I feel like you guys haven't been in here in years and you're just like free range, bro. Like whatever happens just keep it in the bathroom.
I mean, you've probably seen that. There's like that really stupid picture of like how people use the bathroom in the gas station. It's just a dude like doing a handstand across the room and just like everything's falling out of his body and all over the floor. Yeah. But yeah, like some of those, you can't even take a pee in there. Like I'm too scared to go into. That's why maybe we just start normalizing adult diapers. Just let's just it's a taboo. But I think if a couple of guys with a really good following started to wear them and normalize it and talk about their experiences, maybe it would make it okay for everybody else to do it.
Yeah. So what we're getting? So the celebs we need. Who do you think are some of these celebrities? And by celebrity, I mean well-known figures.
Talking about us.
Oh no, I'm not going to do that. We don't have enough pull. So if you have unlimited marketing dollars, who are you getting to jump on the bandwagon so that society deems it okay to wear diapers?
I think
it's hard
because you don't want it to be somebody that's too old either, because it's got to be somebody in their
you don't
prime.
want it to be like forced incontinence concepts.
Yeah.
Like they're easier to sell anyway, right? Because these are the people that are like, no, we're the OGs of shitting ourselves around town. But you also can't go heavy. The most likable people, my mind goes to the most likable celebrities are people who are funny. But the problem is this is no joke. So you can't have heavy on the popularity based on comedy. Like, because my brain went like Ryan Reynolds, Paul Rudd. But the problem is then people will think it's a joke. This is no joke.
I've got a name.
Okay. Who are you thinking?
Travis Kelce. And then Taylor Swift as a couple, a power couple. That's going to change the world. Because I was going athlete. I was thinking Tom Brady. It's like, no, he's almost like, he's close to 50. He might actually need that. So you want somebody younger, but you want somebody in the zeitgeist.
See,
Mahomes.
but the problem is guys don't like. I think Travis Kelce is losing a lot of popularity with like guys, like football fans.
Oh, is he? Is he?
I
haven't talked to guys about Travis Kelce in a while. I don't know.
Okay. Now Taylor Swift, I absolutely get.
Are we out on him? I didn't know that. Are we out?
All right. I mean, I guess as a couple, might as well take the shot. Probably works better. So I'll give it that. Okay. I would put in there. I'm trying to. I think a Timothy Chalamet, maybe. He's really kind of.
Dude.
He's young.
Dude, he would make him cool. Actually,
Right.
Yeah, but then is it
That's
like,
gonna make it.
is it too unreachable as a is it too much of a fad, like a fashion week thing, where it's like it's not taking it seriously for the long haul. He's just doing it as like,
That's a good
you know,
point too.
an of the moment, like kind
Man,
of
we
thing.
need like a young Tom Hanks to handle
Yeah.
this. Who's see? So that's why I need TV or movie, not comedy, but people like the actors or actresses.
Chalamet's pretty close. Who's like the serious actors right now?
Ooh,
What about Jennifer
maybe like
Lawrence?
okay,
Are we
okay,
getting
because a
closer?
serious actor, but we used to see kind of like on the red carpet, we see her enjoyable
She's
side and stuff
silly.
like
She's
that.
silly, but she's serious. Like I would believe
Mm-hmm.
her if she was like, I just, I'm all over the red carpet. I'm everywhere. I'm in the city a lot, and it's for me. It's a matter of convenience and hygiene. Like I bring a
Mm-hmm.
bundle with
Mm-hmm.
me. For now, I'm not keeping track of public
How,
toilets. I'm keeping track
ooh,
of public trash cans. It's a lot
how
easier.
about how about an international, a real gentleman, maybe like a Michael Fassbender, or
Yeah.
like a Nicholas Holt. Those, that's some
Okay.
credibility. I don't know how big their reach is, but they're
Is it going to
both
seem too
very.
European? like
Ooh,
everybody in
that's the
Europe
problem
wears
too. We
wears
want we want the heart and
diapers.
soul of
Yeah.
America. So
Yeah.
right, is foreign not the way to go? But they could really hit our international market. But really, I need it in the U.S. of A. Um, that's really tough. Maybe a Hemsworth in there. No, they're not American. Ooh, maybe for like the Gen Zers, maybe a Millie Bobby Brown,
Oh, like yeah, she wears it in the new Stranger Things
right?
series, the next season.
Exactly,
Yeah, yeah.
right.
Like
Speaking
they
of
never mention it,
Stranger
but
Things,
she's always like a little bulked up, like in the pants. It's like what is she?
there
Is
you
that
go.
like what's going on there? Is that an '80s style we forgot about? No,
I
it's
don't
just
think we could use
normalizing.
Zendaya. It would seem too much like fashion and like, woo, that's above me. Like it's only chic to wear diapers, but I don't want to be chic. But I think a Millie Bobby Brown might hit
Okay,
that sweet spot
maybe the whole cast, all the kids,
for diaper.
Finn,
Yeah,
Wolfhard, like get them all.
that's
Like
the Stranger Things. That's the
yeah,
the answer. I don't
yeah,
know how the
yeah.
series goes. I don't know if
The Stranger Things were the diapers we wore along the way.
right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Um,
That all seems reasonable.
I realistically, like, I feel like, I watch a lot of Twitch and all those even
Mhm.
like the very popular streamers are willing to sell out for anything pretty much. And a lot of them would wear diapers. And the reason I kind of thinking about this is because when I was watching Twitch the other day, there was like one of those sidebar ads.
Mm-hmm.
And usually they come up with stuff you've looked for on like Amazon or something, or stuff you have purchased or talked about. And on mine, it had Depends, adult diapers. And I was like, what's happening? Twitch? What's happening?
What
I've
are
never
you doing?
searched for
What is
never
this?
searched for adult diapers before. I've never searched for poo-related anything. Well, this can't be true, but I can't. Is it listening? And now I'm like, is it just? We probably need to stop talking about this. I realize what we've done. I think I've got myself into a poo hole of sorts with my algorithm. It must have heard me. I was like, I've ruined it. I saw, yeah, it was within this last week, and I was like, why? Why is Depends happening to me? I don't know. What is it about my searches or who I am as a person that they're putting together an algorithm? It's like, he probably shits his pants. It says it. If I ordered one too many pizzas, I don't know.
The reality is this person probably shits themselves.
I mean, I don't know. We sort of talk about anything and everything if we play games or something like that, do some gaming, which is problematic if it's listening, and we know it is. So I guess I know where it came from, but please don't. No more diaper ads, Twitch, please, until Millie Bobby Brown is posing in them.
Yeah.
All right, settled. Oh, I also heard a podcast this week where somebody was calling into a show to talk about one of their friends who, for his whole life, pooped in the toilet with the seat up and said, "Oh, this is how guys do it." Like he was pooping on the bare bowl. thought that's how all guys pooped.
Why would guys poop
Have you ever
differently
heard
than
of that?
women? No, because that doesn't make sense. How could your brain tell you that must be how guys do it? That doesn't make any sense because, like, so was he not potty trained by an adult? Because adults, don't they, like, show you how to do this?
True,
Like,
yeah.
from literally from day one. So were you an orphan just raised in a home that had a toilet, but you also had women in the home that did not show you how to poop, and so you just pieced it together because you're... I don't buy it. I don't buy it. I actually think that's a complete act, and that's a complete bit.
Unless you're like a true Mowgli, where probably it would seem
Right.
like luxury to sit on the basin of the toilet. Yeah, that is very, very unusual. Well, the call came in from the friend who walked by the toilet afterwards, walked by the bathroom and saw the seat up and confronted the person about it. And said, yeah, no, that's just how guys do it. And obviously there was another guy there who's like, no, we don't. I would be fascinated to know, again, type 3 in the comments if you have bare bowled it before. I've got to know.
See,
please.
I can't believe that's real. I don't care that they manipulated a story about it because it's all made up. It's 100%. Because there's no way your brain would do that and you have survived the other aspects of life. There's no way you're so fucking dumb that that's how you process that and you have gotten to be an adult, because you would have made so many wrong decisions handling life in general that there's no way you'd be alive. So I don't believe that for a second. It's a bit.
Well, do you believe the poop knife story? And number one, is there any greater joy? Like,
I don't
few
think
weeks
I
ago-
do because why? Like, so wait, now the essence of that story, for those of people that don't know, like, this all developed from one Reddit post, right? Like years and years and years
yeah,
ago.
it might even have been on like 4chan or something. Like
yeah.
one of those.
So
but,
like
yeah.
someone said that they couldn't.
They were at their
at
friend's
like a guest
house.
Yeah.
Yeah, friend's
And they
house.
couldn't find a
and,
poo knife.
yeah, couldn't flush, and then they came out and said, "Where's your poop knife?" And they said, "What?" Like, oh, at our house we have a poop knife that when the turds don't go down, we just cut into the poop so it like gets smaller and it'll go down.
I believe that could happen, but I could believe that you think that it's normal to have a poo knife. However, I don't know the ages of those people. If an 8-year-old child went to a friend's house and said, like, "Where's your poo knife?" I could buy into that. Could I believe that an adult thinks a poo knife is normal? No, because when you go into public bathrooms and stuff, there's no poo knife, and you've pooped at other people's houses, relatives and stuff. Are you telling me this person, all the houses they had gone to, had poo knives? That's silly.
I mean, she was young at the time, but that's how she discovered apparently that not all homes are built the same.
So if that was
And
a young child under the age,
She's probably
I don't even know.
a tween,
8's even
something
too
like
young.
that. It was like a sleepover age. It was like a sleepover age, something like that, like an early sleepover.
I just don't think so, because you go to relatives' house and poop there. All of the relatives have poo knives? That doesn't make sense.
It's so good because I remember like like for some reason the poop knife was kept in like the laundry room or something like that, and because all the comments are like, well, then why did you keep it? Why was the poop knife kept in the laundry room? And like she earnestly answered it. Oh, it's because it was like the center spot for like being equidistant between the multiple bathrooms. So whichever one you were in.
Why would you
it was
not
best.
have two poo knives? Why wouldn't
I
you
know-
have
I
one
don't
per
know.
bathroom? Come
Good-
on.
Great
see?
question. Asking the real questions. There you go.
See,
Maybe they
it's just-
don't come on, dude. You know that's shaming. Like maybe they don't have the means.
Good.
You know, maybe they don't have the means for two.
No,
you must be
no.
the richest boy alive.
Stop
You had
it.
2 poop knives in your
Stop
house.
it. Stop it.
Wow.
No,
Talk about privilege.
incorrect.
Talk about privilege.
I fucking
Your
hate-
white
I-
privilege is
this-
showing, Jeff. It's
This
coming
is
out.
so dumb.
But I got to share that story at work a few weeks ago, and so I love like there's nothing greater than sharing like some kind of internet culture meme story that people haven't heard of, and like nobody at my lunch group, I mean it's like just store management, had ever heard that story, and they were just dying. I love it. I love a good story that to us is just lore. You know, it's part of our coming of age, and they've never heard it, and you just get to finally share poop knife with somebody who's never heard it. It just changes their world forever.
You know what? It's funny you say that because I feel very differently about this. So, what I'm to say is like, I don't like talking about. I don't like exposing someone to something I've seen on the internet in a casual discussion. What I mean to say is like, if I say, "Have you ever seen the video where blah blah blah?" and if someone says no, then I guess we're not talking about it. I don't want to describe it to you because that's fucking weird. And if I haven't seen what you're talking about, it's now dead for me. Because the only way I want to be exposed to internet stuff is one, I come across it naturally, or two, you forward it to me, and then I just get to observe, not a discussion about it. Someone texts me a link, sends me a reel, something like that. That's how I want to be exposed to humor or interesting things. Someone telling me about it secondhand, it doesn't land. And then I fucking feel bad because I'm not reacting to what you just told me because my brain can't process it as being funny if you're just describing a thing to me. I need to process it. And if you have seen the thing and I mention, hey, have you seen this thing? And you have, oh yeah, we can go back and forth and it's hilarious because you're talking about someone and it's kind of like an inside joke, but someone can't describe the thing to me first. And then it's even worse if you describe it to me for like 30 seconds and then show me because now like it's distorted and I'm like, oh, that is funny. I'm like, I don't know if I would have found this way better if you just never told me about it. So I don't like talking about things I've seen on the internet unless the other person has seen it.
It's got a bush? What the hell?
Like, I would love to share that. I genuinely talked.
Jizz? Like
I
cum
described this scene to somebody once, and then I just had to pull it up. I probably shouldn't have done it in
No,
the place
you
where I
can't
did
describe it to someone. But that is a phenomenal example. I think you should leave is not something you can describe to someone because even if they like that type of humor, they're going to go, what are you fucking talking about? What is this show? Like, because you can't describe it funny. You just have to experience it. I remember how I felt the first time I watched those skits and I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, this is amazing. Like, I've never been blown away by a comedy show the way I was when I first saw I Think You Should Leave, just because the style is so different. But that's a perfect example of you can't explain it to someone.
I've also, like, usually when people are telling me about stuff, I'm like, oh yeah, just send it to me, and I've definitely not watched the things after.
Oh, that's fine. That is what it is.
It's like, yeah, just, oh yeah, send it to me. I'll definitely watch it later, and then I don't watch it later. But that's such as life. Really, just shouldn't be talking about stuff like that at work. I guess that'll get me at some point, I'm sure.
As the HR rep, I think you have to tiptoe around stuff a little bit more than I do, because I do no tipping or towing.
All right, we've nailed the first 30-minute quotient of poo talk. We've alienated our audience, but I think very relatable stuff. Someone has to say it and talk about it. I'm wearing, I mentioned at the top, I'm wearing my Bruins pullover because today's the first day of NHL preseason hockey for the Boston Bruins. Are we all excited? Let's go.
You go in.
Preseason hockey.
Yes, you do.
Let's go.
Go in.
Sorry, football. Nobody cares about you today. It's preseason hockey. I'm so excited. There's hope. There's always hope at the preseason. I don't think the Bruins can have a great season. But today they are. I'm very, very excited. I might throw some bets. No football bets today. I might throw an over-under on guys who probably won't be on the team.
Preseason hockey game?
Yeah, the first one, too. That's like South Korean basketball or something. Just throwing something on something just That
Right.
yeah, that'd be very like
just to feel alive, betting on the
that's
coin
deviant
toss.
behavior. Yeah, no, I
Yep.
probably won't do that. But 'tis the season.
Um, I do want to bring up something. Have you seen? I think you did. I don't know. We might have shared it or not, but I am really intrigued, and it's hard for new movies to really kind of grasp me and go like, I'm ready to see this. Did you see the new Anaconda trailer? I can't remember if we shared it.
I saw
or
a
not.
piece of it. I know that it
Okay.
exists.
So-
Should we take a look at it? Or-
Maybe not. Whatever. Well, if you are pulling it up, while we say so, folks, we remember, and for Matt and I, in our days of youth,
yeah.
we were probably
We saw that. Did we see that in the theater
middle
together?
school. We might have, yeah, because I definitely saw Anaconda in the theater. But Anaconda, the movie with Ice Cube, J Lo, Matthew McConaughey, about hunting John Voight, about hunting
John
down
Voight,
a very large snake.
all time performance
Yes.
from John Voight.
It's like this movie's about a big snake, and I think that really kind of launched a big animal movie, because there was also like crocodile after that and stuff. But anyway,
oh yeah,
or Lake
Congo.
Placid.
It was all on the heels of Jurassic Park, right?
Yeah,
Basically.
kind of right. So there's a movie coming out, still just named Anaconda, but the movie is about guys who loved the movie Anaconda and want to
shit,
reboot
really?
it. So yeah, it's not a reboot of Anaconda.
Wow.
It's guys. It's
So
guys in this
meta.
universe wanting to reboot Anaconda with no money, and so they go into the to like the Amazon, and then actually do confront an anaconda. So it's like a comedy horror with Jack Black, Paul Rudd, but also, folks, Steve Zahn. And if you're wondering why anyone should give a shit about that, is because Steve Zahn and Jack Black were together in the movie called Saving Silverman only a few years after the real Anaconda was released. And those two, I always imagined that they were the next big comedy duo, because we had recently lost Chris Farley, so we were no longer going to have that Spade-Farley combo that we all wanted to kind of go on for movies. Steve Zahn and Jack Black were so good as like backup just buddies of just complete nonsense. So I'm so excited that those two are back together. You add Paul Rudd in, and it's, about something that's real in a very random movie like Anaconda. So the stupid premise for this and the actors they have doing it, I'm 100% in. It will get my theater money. I want to see this so much.
I had heard of it. I thought it was just honestly just a remake of like Anaconda. It was going to be a little funnier or something like that. Wow, that's what a great premise. Yeah, Saving Silverman, cult classic. I haven't watched it in a while. I probably need to revisit it. But it's one of those ones that we probably watched a lot, and a lot of our sensibilities were formed. Because you have different stages of your sensibilities being formed. Like middle school, you've got your Adam Sandler. A lot of that, like if you ever listen to an Adam Sandler record, like from those days, and you're like, oh shit, I still say that. I didn't even realize. Or you use the cadence of something, and you're like, oh, that's where I got that from, and I still say that in my life. I didn't remember that. But then you have, your 18 to 24 kind of sensibilities, and I think Saving Silverman fits into that. Super Troopers, all that shit, Office Space fits in. But yeah. Very cool. I probably won't go to the movies to see that. I've been thinking about going to the movies though. I don't, but I've been thinking about it. I do. Like
I've really been considering it. I haven't done it, but I have thought about it.
It seems like a fun activity. Again, I think I've said it. The only 2 times since COVID that I've been to the movies were with my nephew to see one of the Sonic movies and Super Mario movie. The only ones. Oh no! Then we saw Friendship. Never mind. I'm dumb. That was the 3rd one. We watched that show, which I don't think I told you. It's on Max now. So that's the Tim Robinson, Paul Rudd movie, and I started watching it the other night, and I had to stop it because it was too painful to watch. I was like, oh, I forgot how. Oh, I'm not in the space to watch this again. I was like, this is so awkward.
A lot of people keep saying that it's like hilarious, and I'm like, I I don't see it that way. Like, and
There
I
are a lot of
love-
funny parts. There's a lot of good bits
there,
and funny
there
stuff.
are pieces
But it's a
that
dark,
make you
dark
laugh,
comedy.
but
Yeah.
it's not a good movie. Like, I don't think it's that good of a movie, and so like, which is wild because I think you should leave. And when I finally sat and watched Detroiters, mostly because you told me to, like, I'm like, oh, that's also freaking amazing. Every episode delightful, hilarious. But like this movie, I'm just like, it just doesn't do it for me. It's as simple
And I
as
would
that.
say, like, now that I know what it's about, I knew going into it, what to expect. And in a way, I would almost say it is a really good movie now because it does deliver on what it means to be. And it's so painful at times to watch. And I was like, oh, God, this is set up so well. This is brutal. And I'm like,
Okay.
I just can't do it right now. I will finish it, but I was like, oh, I'm cringing so hard. This is awful to watch. Like, this guy, like, he just doesn't get it, this world that he's in or whatever mind space he's in, like, going through this shit. I was like, oh, God. As soon as he
I think
punches
the
Paul
son,
Rudd in the face.
Son's character I thought was really stupid. The son character, like, I don't know. There was
I
just
could
some
agree with
stuff
that.
that I'm like, it's like kind of throwaway dumb shit to me. But
Um,
maybe I'll watch it again. I don't know. But
There's
Max
been
also
movies that
just
have-
got Superman, which was delightful, and I'm glad I saw Superman in the theater.
Really? I haven't. Maybe I'll put that on the list to watch. I haven't watched a superhero thing in a while. I am watching.
Superman
What is it called? Penguin. Penguin. I'm watching right now. That's pretty
Oh, are
good.
you?
It's
Yeah.
pretty good. A few episodes in. It does. I can't even believe that it's Colin Farrell. It doesn't even look like him. Unreal. Wow. How do they do that?
He could be a good seller of diapers. I could see Colin Farrell getting on board.
Yeah. But yeah, I've seen like movies come out that I've been like, I should, because I think I've done it in DC, Austin. Like there'd be times like I used to love like going to the movies by myself, like like in the middle of the day or a day off, like because whatever you watch whatever movie you want to watch, you don't have to agree on it with somebody. I think when I was in DC, I lived really close to or one metro stop away from like a cinema, so I would just like go during a daytime, just go and watch something. And I used to love it, like just being in there. And I mean, I think in Austin too. Yeah, we live down the street from like the mall, so I just be able to go down there like on just a random day and go to a movie. And I haven't done that. I don't know why I haven't gotten myself to do that in a while. But there's movies that come out. Like what was that? Like Weapons, that movie that came out recently. It looked like a horror movie that everybody's like, "Oh, that looks good." And I'm like, "That's the one. That's the one that's going to bring me back into the theater." And I forget about it. I genuinely do. Like when I think about a day off, I for some reason I never think about like, "Oh, I should go see what movies are out." I only think about it on days when I'm working, and I'm like, "Oh, I forgot to think about going to the movies again," because it's just like not part of my programming. So I have to reprogram my brain to do that again.
I think, you know what? I think it's going to be easier for you in the winter, because it's certainly more drawn in because it's an activity that the winter, the days feel more dreary. You're more inside activities. So maybe this winter you really push yourself to try go see a couple movies once the weather gets crappier. And
Try go see movies.
Well, listen, why speak many words when few words do trick?
Yeah. Well, I'm already winter prepping anyway. I think I told you the other night I got my walking pad to the house. I mean, it's sort of winter prepping, but it's also like, I feel like when I get home from work, I accidentally just sit down and watch YouTube or Twitch, and then it's like an hour's gone by, and I'm like, oh shit, I should have did something. I should have went outside. I'm like, now I can just still do that, but be moving. That's the whole strategy.
I would love to see you or hear you on one of our sessions where we're playing Fall Guys. I would love to hear that you're playing a video game while I'm walking on the pad.
Dude, it would be tough.
I would inevitably wait for the time where I just hear you fall down.
I would definitely eat shit.
You got too shaked up with like focus and you just misstep.
Well, it's already hard. It is because it's pretty, it's small. Anybody, like a lot of people have them like at their workspace, stuff under their desks. If you're going pretty slow, it's not bad. But I was going, if you go to like 3.5, 4 miles an hour, where it's a solid, you're moving enough to get a sweat going. Like you're playing with fire. You're it's pretty small steps. I mean, not small steps, but you just got to be like in
Question.
like consistently.
Legitimate question about the
in
functionality
thing.
of it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Do walking pads, how do I put this? Think of like a lawnmower, how there's like assisted driving for a lawnmower. The lawnmower pushes itself and you guide it. Are walking pads like treadmills where it is moving with or without you, or is it all powered by what you choose to do with your pace?
It's motor power. The one I have is motor powered anyway. It can go up to like 4 miles an hour. So if I'm off of it, it'll still be going.
Okay.
Like that kind of thing. And it's a little bit longer. It's like made for like if you want to jog, but I'm like, I don't know, 4 miles an hour is not fast enough really to jog. So I'm just using it as like a good walk.
My decent walk pace, like I think what I did this morning, I think my walk pace is around probably my solid stride, but not aggressive is probably like 3.7, 3.8 miles an hour. I can do like my miles were at, probably 3.8 or a little bit more because my mile times were about 15 minutes and change. So 15-minute mile would be 4 miles an hour. So I was under 15:30. So
that's a good pace.
That's cool.
A good pace.
Yeah. And I don't have long legs. I have long torso, which is fucking awful. I wish I had longer legs for how tall I am. I wish I was more leg, but I am primarily torso. And so, yeah,
I wish I was more leg.
A decent pace. I wish I was more leg and less torso.
I also like it because not that I like really consider what I wear when I go for like a hike or something, but you can just wear, I mean, whatever the fuck you want when you're inside, either rattiest of shirts or anything like that. And it also allows me to, without shame, power walk, like old lady power walk. Because I would never do that if I was walking in the neighborhood, like really pump my arms, like get one of those going.
Pumping, yeah.
But when I'm inside, nobody's like, I tried it the other day and I was like, oh shit, this is a thing. Like, you're just moving more parts of your body. It's got to be good for you just to move. I was like, this is a thing. I was like, I would never do this in public.
Matt now going on Amazon and getting like tracksuits to wear while he does it.
I was like, should I order a couple like 2-pound weights just to have in my hands?
The wrist weights.
While I get going.
Maybe the very, very tiny.
You grab it.
Ooh, I like it, dude. I like it.
A couple of those.
I like where your head's at.
Dude, I just want to be. I want to be as physically fit as like you just an old lady that just keeps it going.
I want to be as physically fit as an old lady.
Yeah. Just like an 80-year-old woman that's just still doing it. Still out there.
Hey, man,
just crushing life.
They are out there. I mean, at the rate she's going, my mom's probably gonna last to like $120 because homegirl's out there doing more activities than I do, easily. So yeah, man. I mean, speak to it. Do what you got to do.
Dude, just in this, like, and I would never tell, like, I just couldn't tell people about it. Like, what are you doing tonight? Oh, nothing. I'm going to definitely just drink beers and watch TV. Not gonna walking
drink
pad
beers
with my
and watch the sport.
Yeah, with my 2-pound weights. Definitely not gonna do that, dude. I had that yesterday. Like the manager of the store, we were having lunch with a couple of managers, and then she's like, "Oh, what are you guys doing tonight?" And I was like, "Nothing. I'm definitely not gonna go home and my buddy have some drinks and play Fall Guys while we watch WrestlePalooza. We're not doing that.
That's not.
Nothing. I'm doing nothing at all. Like I'm not. That's part of me. Like I don't mind sharing some part of my life with people at work, but they don't need to know that I'm going to be watching the newest wrestling premium live event on a streaming service that's difficult to find or pay for, kind of thing. Like nobody needs to know about that.
But why can't we? Like, I want to be able to say
wrestling.
Exactly. Well, no, normalize everything. Like, be whatever. Like, I don't want to be, like, in some ways, I don't want to be able to relate to some stuff that you tell me you do. And other times I want to be like, holy shit, I do that weird thing too. Like, there's no disadvantage. I don't like judging people on what their activities are. again, as long as it's not like if you're like, oh, I'm gonna go murder someone or like I'm gonna go burn fireflies or something, like, well, don't do that. But like, no, you should be able to be like, dude, I'm pumped. I'm gonna watch some wrestling. I'm gonna drink a couple brewskis, and I'm gonna play fucking Fall Guys on PlayStation, and it's gonna be epic. Like, it's okay that that's what you're doing because if that person, because then you get to go, now you tell me, what are you going to do? Oh, nothing special. I want details of what you're going to do. Even if you're like, I'm probably going to go home. I'm probably going to eat some dinner, probably, throw in some frozen meal and cook it up and eat it. And then I'm going to mindlessly drone on Netflix for a while until I watch 3 episodes of a terrible reality TV show and then go upstairs and go to sleep because I have nothing better to do. Like, I want them to feel comfortable doing that because then I'll go, you know what? That sounds like a delightful plan, and I hope you enjoy some aspect of it. Like,
well, they always
whatever.
do. Well, they did go, but they were like, oh, we're going to the fall festival or this car show. And I was like, oh, yeah, you're going out to do stuff with your family. And I was like, oh, going to go try a new restaurant somewhere. Maybe go to like Skinny Out. I was like, oh, that's cool. It's like, oh, now I don't want to say that I'm just doing nothing. I don't really care. I would. I honestly have no shame in it. It's just, it's also partly like just being at lunch, and I don't want to have to like go into why I'm, I don't know. Sometimes it's just easier to say nothing and just like move on.
Okay, that I can also appreciate too. Yeah, depending on who you're talking to, I can appreciate being like, no, I just don't want to have the conversation at all, not the embarrassing conversation. I just don't want to have a conversation. Well, that I can understand too.
I still to this day don't really tell anybody that we do this. Like whenever we talk about something,
neither do I.
And I'm like, oh yeah, I was talking to my buddy the other day. I never say like on a podcast or like I never say it like that. I was recording our podcast the other day, and this came up. The issue of just pooping on airplanes came up, and I would just say no. I was just like we were talking on the phone or something like that. Same with like if we're on Discord or something like that. I'm like, oh yeah, like the last one. What'd you do last night? I was like, oh, I had like a video chat with my friends. Like that's how I say it. I'll just say something like that versus like if which we need to do catch up. My friends Brett and Sarah, like we would like watch the challenge over like Google Chat and like sync up the video and watch it together. That's like one of our hangs. So when people ask like, what'd you do last night? It's like, oh, I watched a show with my friends or something. I'm not like, oh, I watched MTV Challenge over Google Chat with my friends in another state. I mean, I have said that, I guess, but I try to not complicate what I do, I guess. And is it weird? Like, I guess I don't know a lot. Do a lot of people still keep up with people over like G Chat or whatever, Google Video Hangs? Like, I feel like whenever I bring it up, nobody's ever like, oh, I do that with my friends that don't live here.
They don't. But also, I think majority of people we talk to haven't lived in multiple places. Like, I think the reality is a lot of people don't know what it's like to have friends around the country that you don't get to see but really like want to connect with. I don't think a lot of people can relate to that. I think that's the biggest part of it is people go like, well, why didn't you just go see them? Because they live in a different fucking state. They don't live 20 minutes away. Like, so I think that's why it feels disconnected because a lot of people aren't put in that situation where they have to because they don't really know people out and about.
That's true. I didn't think about it like that. That's good context. Mm-hmm. But you know what? Maybe I'll make it my personal goal this week, with your inspiration, to share something about my life with another person that I wouldn't have before, and get out of my comfort zone. I will do that for the podcast.
Hi, Matt.
It's only for content. It's not for the betterment of my life or the fulfillment of being a human being with somebody else. It's purely for content. I'll try to do that.
That sounds reasonable.
Yeah. What did you do this weekend? I watched WrestlePalooza. What? Let me tell you all about it.
Yeah, you're going to fucking sit here.
Yeah.
Because you asked. So that's why you don't ask, what did you do this weekend? If you're not ready to get the real answer, don't ask it.
And I called it. I was talking to my friend Jordan, and I knew Lesnar Cena was going to be a squash match. because here's my theory about how his retirement tour is going to go.
He's such a smark. Not a mark.
Yeah.
He's a smark. Like, and they're like,
Yeah.
what are you talking about? Oh, I'll tell you. Because you know what's really bad is I usually don't put people on the spot with it. Because, again, I don't mind sharing, but I think a lot of people don't want to. So I'll say, like, what you can't do is when someone asks you, did you have a good weekend? You only can say yes or no. Do not go into what you did. Either don't go into the elaboration on a yes or a no, because they didn't fucking care. All they wanted to do was politely ask, did you have a good weekend? So you're going like, oh yeah, my friends and I watch wrestle. Oh God. Because if someone starts elaborating instead of giving me just a yes or no, I'm like, oh shit, they think I care. Oh no. I simply said yes or no.
Well, I like, because I'd still bring up things about my life to coworkers, but I feel like it's just ammunition for them, because I'd be like, oh, what are you gonna do for your staycation, man? It's like, I'm gonna go fishing. Like, I have like a bunch of like hockey cards that I've told people I've been selling them. I just got to organize them. It's like, wait, you need a whole vacation to organize your cards? And I'm like, no. And then like a week later, it's like, what are you doing this week? Are you doing something with your Pokemon cards? And I was like, oh no, that's not what I do. I don't do that at all. I have the Pokemon trading card game on my phone, if that's what you mean. But that's not. I don't think that's what you mean. I think you're ragging on me for my hobbies in a playful way, which doesn't really offend me.
Which
so I
isn't
guess
playful.
I appreciate
You're
the
being
ribbing,
very mean.
but...
We don't know each other that you should be making these type of playful jabs. So you can go fuck yourself. What are you doing this weekend? You just get totally aggressive. You go, oh, not much. Me and your mom are going to hang out again.
Yeah. Can I go
And
jerk
they're like,
off
my
your
mom's
Pokemon
dead. And
cards?
you're like, what?
I guess that's why she didn't move that much.
Nice. Basketball.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll give it a go. I'll give it a whirl. The old
Whirl?
conversation. You know.
Are you
and,
are
we'll
you
see how that
trying
goes.
to do you have any plans? Now you had mentioned hockey starting back up. Do you peruse the schedule of the Penguins and go like, I wonder if there's a game that I can hit up this season? Like, do you ever go like, maybe I want to go to a new city and see them play an away game at a weird place or anything like that? Do you do that with the schedule for your team?
I do for the Bruins, not the Penguins, Jeff. God.
Jesus Christ, I said
You
Penguins.
guys.
Sorry, I meant
You
Bruins.
guys. Don't believe him. Lies.
Story. We recently discussed Marc-Andre Fleury and his return to the Penguins, so that's why that was on my brain.
So, yes, I do. So, my buddy Jordan, he and his wife are probably going to go to the Stadium Series game in Tampa. So, they're doing an outdoor game in February.
Oh, cool.
I was thinking about that. I don't know that I will go to that one, though. I'd rather maybe go to something low-key. I think I'm going to save my winter
outdoor
travel
hockey,
for...
I think Florida.
Yeah, I know. They're already talking about how, like, they're going to have to, like... It's going to be a mess. It's going to be, like, yeah.
It's almost like it's a bad fucking idea.
I should do... I mean, the easy thing would just go to Buffalo. Because I haven't been to a game there since I was a kid. And it's obviously a new arena. So that would be the easy thing to do. But I do, like, some of the ones that I do want to hit up. I would like to go to, like, Montreal. Like, see a game there. Or go to Toronto and see the Bruins play there. So, yeah, I'm looking at it. I haven't decided yet, but that would be... I mean, I like to go to a game at least once a year, somewhere, some way, somehow. Also, what would be cool... The one I've looked up the most, like trying to plan to see if it would work, is the Rangers. Because I would want to do... It'd be cool to do one of those, like, take the train to New York City kind of thing again. Because the train comes up right underneath MSG. You know, you're already there.
Right. You are there.
And in theory, you could just go for a game, like a day game or evening game,
and
then
take the train back.
Well, I guess it wouldn't be all the same day. You know, I'd stay a night, maybe a couple days, but that would just be an excuse to go to the city again. Plus, I've never attended any event at MSG, so I feel like that's like a bucket list thing. So that's where I'm mostly leaning for ease of access, for the trip of it, and for the bucket list of it. But yeah, or just come down to Philly again. I was very impressed with your municipal hockey arena that you guys have there.
Yes, and now has changed names. Now it's the Xfinity Mobile Arena, I believe, is now what it's called. It's no longer the Wells Fargo Center.
Since you brought it up, speaking of WrestlePalooza, that some people had to. I mean, I get it with my Hulu Live TV. Some people just had to straight up pay for like the ESPN app. And the fucking goddamn ads that there were. Like, how can you have a premium live event that you pay for, and between every match there's like 5 minutes of more commercials? Yeah. And there's like Xfinity on everything, and which is ironic because I don't think Xfinity subscribers were part of some of the people that could get the feed without paying for it. But they, even though they sponsored, like it's just like, and it's all the biggest companies sponsoring this thing. And we were watching, and I was like, I can't believe how many goddamn commercials there are in this thing that we're already paying for. I don't know. Is this the way America's going, you guys? Type 4 in the comments if we're in late stage capitalism. that's part of it. Even like football games this year. Have you noticed it? Like between each possession, it feels like there's 4 minutes of commercials. I'm exaggerating, but it's like fucking forever. Brutal. It's awful. It's brutal. Yeah, so here's to money for everybody, for all the big companies that keep us going.
Mm-hmm. Fighting the good fight against, I don't know, my patience.
It's that time of the show where we throw down our bets that I haven't looked at yet. Yeah. We each put in three bets, 3 plus minuses. Maybe the third one we go against each other, so at least we're guaranteed one win.
Okay.
I don't have it open just yet. Okay. Yanking it up. I'm yanking it up here. And these are your sure thing bets for week 3. I'll do the math for next week's show and see where we're at. And by guarantee, I mean you just go against us, and you're surely to win probably 60 to 75% of your bets easily. All right. I'm gonna take this is straight. Oh, easy money. I'm going to take the Falcons minus 4.5 over the Panthers at the Panthers, who might be the worst team in the league, and will surely get their first win today after I've made this bet.
I can respect that. I'm going to go... I'm going to take the Houston Texans plus 1.5 at Jacksonville.
Okay, I like it.
I think that's a winnable game for Houston.
I'm going to go. The Saints are visiting the Seahawks. Saints, some people think is the worst team, but I don't think they're that bad. And I don't think the Seahawks are that good to have a 7.5 point spread over the Saints. So I'm going to take the New Orleans Saints plus 7.5 against your Seattle Seahawks. Okay. Whoever likes the Seahawks.
If someone's out there yoring. Let's go. I will take the Pittsburgh Steelers minus 1.5 against New England Patriots. Wow. I don't see Pittsburgh.
Wow.
I don't see Pittsburgh going to 1-2. I could see that with the Patriots. So yeah, I think that's Pittsburgh's game.
All right, let's see if we can find one that we are on the opposite side of, or at least we can pretend that we are. Do you have any passion for the Chiefs Giants, where the Chiefs are minus 5.5? Do you believe in the Giants 5.5 points worth
at home?
Or Eagles Rams. Eagles by 3.5.
Eagles Rams is a tough one. What do you feel on Eagles Rams?
It is tough. It's a good one to just pick a side.
Yeah.
3.5's a lot. I would take plus 3.5 Rams. Is that
Okay,
what
I'll
side
take
you would
three.
take?
I'll take Eagles to cover that 3.5.
All right, there we go. Fight! Fight!
Fight night.
All right, that's the one. That's the one that's guaranteed one of us gets a dub.
Right. So
you
if you
got-
like betting and you're taking our betting tips, we just told you should bet both sides of that spread. So this is a really
you're gonna
helpful
lose. You're gonna
betting
lose a
corner.
little juice. You're gonna lose a little juice on that one, but yeah.
If you place both bets, you're guaranteed to lose money. So I don't know what you're doing.
Yeah. You take our first 2 bets each and then go against those. You're probably 3 out of 4 at least. And then the last one you just choose a side. Next week we'll do the math on who's crushing the bets this year, and we'll go from there. And maybe I'll research the bet. I don't give a fuck. Whatever. You know what? I throw together bets minutes before kickoff. That's how it works.
That's how
you
I
make
do it
money.
too.
That's how you make money. Is just
15
willy
minutes
nilly.
before kickoff, you go, hold on, I got to play something.
Well, I forgot to lose money, so if I got to
Right.
do this real quick. I got to pay to watch football today just to
Really
make
excited.
it fun and terrible at the same time.
Make me feel
So
something.
that's that. Everybody have a great week out there. Talk to somebody. Tell them about your hobbies and interests unsolicited. And enjoy Bruins preseason hockey. We'll see you next week.